Good morning. My name is Rick White from 180 Biz, and this is my Just One Thing. We're a coaching and training company for the independent auto and truck repair shop industry. I really want to ask you a question that I think is going to hit hard, and it came up during that event this past weekend because I was talking to shop owners all weekend, and I got to tell you something. Think this through for a second. I was really shocked because I heard so many people complaining. When do you finally get to feel good about your business or even life in general? Like, when do you start to feel good? Because here's what I want to tell you, most of you have an answer to that, whether you realize it or not. It's when I hit this number in sales. It's when I get the right team. It's when I get enough cars. It's when things calm down. Then I'll feel better. But what if that day never comes? Because here's the thing, you're not chasing growth. Listen to this carefully. You're chasing a feeling. It might be peace or freedom or a sense of control or happiness or a feeling of success. And the problem is you've tied that feeling to a future condition. You've told yourself, I'm going to feel, insert feeling, when I get there. But here's what actually happens. You hit the goal and nothing changes. Why is that? Because there's always a new problem. There's always a new target. There's always a new when. You didn't solve it. You didn't arrive at it. You just moved it. You just moved that feeling, the ability to achieve that feeling. So let me just be straight with you. I'm going to be completely honest here. You tell me if I'm wrong. 5 years ago, you would have killed for the problems you have today. 5 years ago, you're exactly where you wanted to be, and you have the problems, right? You have these problems. Isn't that awesome? It is really, really important because I think there's more to life and more to business than just chasing all the time. And that's why I got this word is chasing. So I want to give you a really simple framework. I love frameworks. It's the 4 S's. Are you ready? Stop, see, shift, savor. What I want you to be able to do is catch yourself when you feel like you're chasing something. And the easiest way to find it is when you say the word when. Whenever you go like that and you say, oh, I'll be happy when. Oh, I'll feel successful when. I'll be able to take a break when. All these different things. You got to be able to ask yourself, what am I chasing right now? See, that's what this has got to be, right? That's what I need from you guys, is to understand what's your version of I'll feel this when. You know something? I'll feel better when I hire somebody. I'll feel successful when I hit this number. I'm going to feel rested when things settle down. You've attached your happiness, you've attached the desired feeling to achieving that condition. And as long as you do that, you're always going to be chasing. You're never going to be feeling it. So the first thing I need you to be is stop so that you can be aware of it. Listen for the word when. Then I want you to see. I want you to step back and actually look. You're standing in front of the version of the life you wanted, the business you wanted right now, but you're so focused on what's next, you don't get to see it. And there's nothing wrong with having goals. We should all have goals. But the moment you tie your happiness to hitting them, your success to hitting them, you lose. Goals are fine. Conditions for a feeling are the problem. That's the issue. So the third thing I need you to do is shift, to make a decision. So once you've You've stopped and you see what's going on. Now you got to make a different decision. Stop saying, I'll feel better when, I'll feel successful when, I'll feel at peace when, I'll feel less stress when. And I want you to replace it with, listen to this carefully. This is literally a one-word shift, guys. Listen, instead of I'll feel better when, you're going to say, I'll feel better while. The word while. I'll feel better while I grow the shop. I'll feel better while I fix these problems. I'll feel better while I build this team. So you don't earn the feeling at the end. You got to bring it into the process. You got to make it so that it's part of it. So where in your shop right now are you living with when, and how do you change it to while? So we have stop, see, right, and shift. That's the three of them. And I hope you guys are all smelling what I'm stepping in. I'm going to ask you real quick, man. We need your help. Spread this message. Share this video. People need to hear this. But I'm going to give you the last S. You ready for this? It's savor. This is where most people check out because it sounds soft. It sounds fluffy, but it's not. Savoring the process of growth and achievement is a discipline. It means you stop rushing past your life on the way to your next goal. See, right now you're moving the goalpost so fast and you're pushing so hard, you never actually experience what you're building. See, savoring looks like this. You acknowledge a win before chasing the next one. You leave at a reasonable time and don't feel guilty about it. You have a real conversation with your team, not just about problems. And you recognize progress instead of only focusing on what's broken. Did you hear that last one? You recognize progress instead of only focusing on what's broken. Because you know why? Because if you focus on what's broken, you feel like a failure, and you're not. This is important, okay? If you don't slow down enough to savor what you're creating, you're going to build a life you never get to experience. Let me say that again. If you don't slow down enough to savor what you're doing, you're never going to be able to experience the life that you're actually building, the business that you're building. And if you can't do it now, if you can't stop, see, shift, savor, if you can't do that now, what makes you think you're going to do it with the next goal? There's a hard question. What makes you think you're going to do it when you hit the next goal? Because when you get there, you're not going to suddenly change. What you're going to do is move the finish line again. Please stop moving the finishing line. The problem isn't your goals. The problem is you've convinced yourself that you're going to feel better when you hit them. And that day never comes. And believe me, I love goals. I push goals all day long. You built this business to create a better life. But if you can't experience that life while you're building it, you won't experience it when you're getting there. So here's what I'm going to leave you with. This is my last thing. Stop chasing the feeling and start bringing it with you. People, if I can get an amen, I really appreciate it. If you would like to sit down, maybe you're having a problem with this. If you would like to sit down and talk about this and see how maybe we might be able to help you with that, I would love that. Just reach out to Rick at 180-BIZ and let's sit down and just talk. Nothing high pressure. Let's just talk. Everybody, thank you for being here. Did this message make a difference to y'all this week? Real quick in the comments, did this make a difference? I wish we could talk back and forth. I hope this really helps you guys out this week. Think it through. Stop, see, shift, savor. 4 S's changes your life. Thank you. Everybody have an amazing week. I will see you next week. and go make some money. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.